I do marketing at Tortuga, because in Raleigh that's really a very confusing thing. But I do marketing at Tortuga. I'm the marketing director at Tortuga, the backpack company. And we make backpacks for city travelers. We make all sorts of gear for city travelers, actually, but we're known for our carry-on size travel backpacks. We are direct to consumer, and we are profitable and bootstrapped and growing quickly year over year, and those are all things I'm really proud of. And we're also a fully remote team. We do not have a headquarters. And so, as far as I know, we are the only fully remote physical product company operating at scale, and we're damn sure the only profitable one. So, a big part of that profitability is content marketing. It's our biggest channel. It's one of my primary focuses at Tortuga, as well as product marketing more generally. So, I want to start off this presentation by noting that I am not a technical SEO. So please don't ask me technical SEO questions, because I'm just going to forward you to somebody else. I am a marketing generalist. I'm a marketing director very holistically, but I do have a focus in content marketing, and so content strategy is really my forte and what I'm going to talk about today. Of course, that goes hand in hand with technical SEO, but I talk to our technical SEO person when I need a question, and I have a base level understanding of it. So yeah, just throw that out there. Y'all probably know a lot more than I do about that. So, to kick it off, I have an uncomfortable reality that really nobody cares about your blog. They don't care about our blog either. And I don't mean that to be insulting. Customers, of course, care that we solve problems for them, right? That's what builds brand advocacy. That's what fosters trust. What people don't care about is this sort of content engine that we've built with the effort of creating engagement. Because with relatively few exceptions, customers just aren't that interested in being engaged by us. They're not coming to our sites, to our blogs, to peruse. And yet, historically, that's really how we've thought about content marketing. That's how we've organized our blogs' homepages, thought about our content calendars. And that, I think, is really why nearly every corporate blog falls flat. And that's because there's this fundamental conflation that's happening, and I think it's misguided. And that is that content marketing and blogging are really the same thing, and they're not the same thing. So, in this room, I'm sure it's a lot of SEOs who have done keyword research, you're writing to the search engine results page, but it's not necessarily a group of people in my world, the direct-to-consumer world. So I want to tell you a little bit about a trend that I've seen, that the industry has seen in the direct-to-consumer landscape. And that it's a troubling one for me as a marketer, as a content marketer, and particularly a data-driven marketer in a bootstrapped startup. So that trend is brand journalism. And when I'm talking about brand journalism, I really mean this highly editorial, journalism adjacent content engine that it looks really fun to work on. It's really media driven. But more often than not, these publications fall flat. And so a really semi-famous cautionary tale in regards to brand journalism is Casper. So in 2015, I think, maybe 2016, Casper launched a blog called Van Winkles. So they launched this really as a media hub surrounding sleep, because Casper, if you've ever paid attention to their branding, they're really obsessed with being a sleep brand. They don't just want to be a mattress maker in the eyes of the world, they want to be a brand about sleep. And they're going to shove this down your throat until you agree that that's what they are. And Van Winkles was really a huge part of that. This is high quality content. It's, at first glance, it looks like a salacious brand play, but about a year after it launched, they shut it down. The person in charge of the project told Digiday, generally speaking, being an independent brand publication is not going to work. At the end of the day, brands are performance marketers. If you don't deliver business results, they will let you go. So what's funny to me is that Casper doesn't actually seem to have learned the lesson that the person in charge of this project talked about, because they've recently been focusing on just another iteration of this same strategy of highly editorialized journalism adjacent content in the form of Woolly Magazine. So Woolly Magazine is a physical magazine that you could buy from Casper, and it also has an online edition. And like Van Winkle's before it, it really is high quality content. It's, in terms of media, it's fantastic. But high quality content is not the same thing as effective marketing. And we really do ourselves and our companies and like our industry in general a disservice when we conflate the two. And so instead of thinking about writing a blog, I want to encourage you to build a library of resources to solve problems for customers. Because at the end of the day, what is really the point of the mid-funnel? It's to sort of nurture people and to build brand advocacy via something that is meaningful enough to resonate, instead of being something